I'll start by measuring my crotch depth, which is 9.75. If you want to get your crotch depth, divide your hip measurements by 4. And that's your crotch depth for female trouser. And if it is for a male trouser, after dividing by 4, you add 1 to it. On this line, I'm going to mark down my thigh measurement. My thigh measurement is 22, so I'll divide that by 2. That gives 11. So here, I'm just marking 11 inches. Next, I'm going to mark my hip line. My hip line is 7 inches. So from the waist, I'm going to come down by 7 and mark that down. After marking, I will just go ahead and connect the points together. Then on the hip line, I'm going to mark down my hip measurements, which is 39 divided by 4. That is 9.75. Next, I'll go to the waist and also mark my hip measurements there. Next, I'm going to take my upper hip measurement, which is 32 inches divided by 4, that is 8 inches. Then from this part that I mark 9.75, I'm going to measure 8 inches from there and I'm going to mark that down. I'm going to connect these points together, that is from my thigh line to my waistline. This line that I've just connected, remember, is my hip measurement. So let me do a quick recap. That's my waistline, which is 8 inches, then my hip line, which is 9.75, to my thigh line, which is 11 inches. Now to the thigh line, I will use a curve to connect the thigh line to the hip line. Then from my upper hip line or lower waistline, I will mark from the 8 inches downward using a curve line. That is, I'm going to end the curve at my hip line. Next, I'm going to take the length of this pant, and after taking that, I will also add the hem allowance to it. Once I'm done with taking the length of this pant, I'll proceed to taking down the length of my upper knee. Then I'll just go ahead and connect the points together. On my upper knee line, I'm going to mark 11 inches I took from my thigh. I'll mark this down. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to get the midpoint of this line, which is 5.5, and mark that down as well. Then from that 5.5, I will now take my upper knee circumference. My upper knee circumference is 18 divided by 2. That gives 9. So from this midpoint, I'll mark 4.5 on this side, 4.5 on that side. 4.5 plus 4.5, that gives 9. Then I'm going to use a curved line to connect this 4.5 up to my thigh line. And I'll do the same for the back side. I'll connect the 4.5 at the side to my hip line. Next, I'll go down to my hem line and repeat what I did at the upper knee area to the hem area. That is, I'm going to measure 9 inches there. After getting my midpoint, I'll mark 4.5 on both sides. Then I'll connect each 4.5 to meet with my upper knee line. Thereafter, I'll go to my lower waistline and come down by 1 inch. This is because our waistline is not straight, it has a curved shape. That is why I'm using a curved line to connect this 1 inch to the side area. So if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, do share this video, drop a like to this video, and I would love to hear from you. You can drop your questions and feedbacks in the comment section, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you get updated whenever I post videos like this. The front piece of this pants is ready. This is me just trying to go over my measurements before proceeding to the back one. Now I've laid my fabric for the back piece, and as you can see, it's folded in 2. Then I will lay the front one over it because I'll be using the front one as a guide for this back piece. Now at the waistline there, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. I'll mark down these 2 inches to the end of my folded fabric. Then I'll connect this using a straight line. This line is where I'm going to place the waistline of the front piece. So as you can see, it's not going to go beyond that line. Next, I'll go to the side and mark down 2 inches to the back piece. Now these 2 inches that I'm marking down, I'm taking this from the side of the front piece. So that is, the back would have, instead of 11 inches for the tie, it's going to have 13 inches now. So I'm adding 2 inches from the waistline to the hemline. These 2 inches is for the seam allowance. When sewing this, I'm just going to use ½ inch for the 4 sides. That is 0.5 inch times 4, that gives 2 inches. Next, I'll go to the tie line and I'll extend my tie measurement by 2 inches. You can extend yours by 2, you can extend it by 2.5, 3 inches, depending on the measurements you're working with. I'm using 2 inches for this. So instead of me to have 11 inch as my original tie measurement here, I'm going to have 13 inches here. Then plus the 2 inches I added for the seam allowance, that gives 15 inches for the back piece. Then I'll go to the waistline there and connect to my center back using a straight line. I'll connect upward using a straight line. After that, I'm going to use a curved line to connect my tie line down to my upper knee line. Then I'll use a straight line to extend that down to the hem line. I'm done cutting. Now look what we have here. The first one is the front piece and the other one is the back piece. Before I move to cutting the band, I would like to show you how to cut out the excess from the back piece, because if you sew this center part together to the front, you're going to have excess. So see the way I'm folding the back onto the front. By the time I reach this tie region, you realize that the back is longer than the front. So I'm just going to chalk that out. Sometimes you get 0.5, sometimes you get 0.75, but in this case I think this should be about 0.5 inch. Then I'll use a curved line to connect this upward. After that, I'll go to the center back. At this part, if you do not remove the excess here, your pants will bulge at the back. So I'm going to go in by 0.75 and connect this downward. Once I'm done connecting, I'll cut this off. Next is the band. For the back band, I want the width of this band to be 3 inches. So I have 6 inches here because I'll be folding this into 2. And the length of this band is 20 inches. So into 2 gives me 10. Remember I said my upper hip measurement is 32 inches, also called the lower waist measurement. Then my upper waist measurement, or just the waist measurement, is 27 inches. So I'll divide that by 4 and mark down my results. For the back, I added 2 inches to the back measurement because of the seam allowance. I'll do the same for this band. I'll add 2 inches to it and then connect down. So for the up, I have 8.75 inches, then the down area I have 10 inches. I'll go to the front band too and do the same for the front band. This time around I won't be adding the 2 inches I added for the back band. I'm just going to add 1 inch to this. Then I'll take my waist measurement, which is 27, and mark that down. After marking that down, I'll add the 1 inch allowance to it and then connect downward. So if you have watched this video to this point and you have not hit the subscribe button, please do so. Like, share this video, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.